Hey, so last night I kind of got into a YouTube binge, which I rarely do because I really value sleep and I'm very intentional about my time. Um, but I was watching a whole bunch of like stuff about jazz music and music theory, which is usually not up my alley. Um, but I feel this like need to understand something before I like compose and put the music to a lot of the new songs that I've been writing with you guys. And so anyway, I saw like most of the people had like their pianos visible. So I thought, let me try this angle and see if it makes me feel a little bit more like a songwriter or a musician. I usually stand when I play, which is really interesting. I don't know if a lot of pianists do that, or at least keyboard players. So that's kind of interesting for me. But as I was cleaning my office, I'm still continuing to clean stuff and put things away, which is actually kind of nice that I have the space, but I'm still working on organizing the rest of my life and my music stuff. But look what I found. I found a whole stack of unsent CD demos. A stack. And these have probably been in my office for 4 years, 3 years, a stack of them. Look at this. Like they're even like World Family English, Yle, which is a TV station here in Finland. I actually did reach out to them via email, but I never sent them my demo. And like all these people that I was planning to send my songs to and talk about doing a program for kids and to learn English with songs, I never did it. I thought I had. And I also found a little note that I had written to myself, my little to-do lists before I came up with a new system. But it was about doing like finance stuff and my taxes, and it says send CDs, and everything's crossed out except send CDs. And I also found, there's a point to this, which I'll get to in a moment. What's stopping me? I had written like a journal entry. What is stopping me? There's a fear. Fear of failure, and I've here written no. Fear of success? No. Fear of laziness? Not after today. Lack of goals? Hardly. And I went on to write that like I am not stopping myself. There's no fear. And what I found really interesting about all of this is that I thought, and maybe I still do, I had it in my mind that there was no fear, that there was nothing stopping me, no limiting beliefs, and yet I was not taking action. I was like making excuses, or I was just avoiding it or procrastinating, which I don't usually procrastinate, so maybe that's not the right word. Like avoiding it or making excuses not to do it, or following like the shiny object syndrome that I've talked about too. So a really good awareness, which I wanted to now turn over to you and see if there is something that you think you're working on but you're not. Calling us out here because I'm calling myself out, and I found it. Like right? I thought there was nothing wrong, and I'm even journaling, but I didn't get down to the deep stuff, right? I was just kind of using my conscious instead of my subconscious. And is there something that you're avoiding that you really want to do? Or like it keeps coming back. I think I've talked about that too. Like I tried to push this music thing away, but it just won't go away. Somehow I circle back to it, and I get this desire, and I circle back to it. I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. It's not, not practical, and who's gonna listen to my stuff? And the industry is too competitive. Like, is there something that's coming back? Is there something you're pushing off? Is there something that's on your to-do list that you're just not doing? And just to be aware of it. I can't say that I know how to help you because I'm still working through it myself. I mean, I've done a ton of healing work, and I've done a ton of journaling, some more effective than others, and I've done like EFT and hypnosis and all that kind of stuff that I've shared with you. But I don't know which one ended up working, or if it's just a process and you gotta try a ton of things and do it for a long time until it works, or I don't know. I feel like there's faster ways to make progress, and maybe I just stumbled upon, maybe it was the RTT, Rapid Transformational Therapy, that I've done most recently, or the EFT tapping work. Maybe the most recent stuff really had an impact on me. So just, yeah, wherever you are, give yourself grace. don't beat yourself up for not doing it, because we know you're doing the best you can, and it's kind of how we humans are wired, so not your fault. But just to be aware, because I'd love for you to also have this amazing feeling and experience of pursuing something that you absolutely just love full on with your heart, and even when it's hard, like, you still do it. And that's kind of my wish for everybody, to have that thing in their life that they're not afraid to do, that they feel like whatever they do is good enough. And if people listen to it, great. If they don't, okay. They're doing it because you want to do it. Or if, I don't know, what's another example? If it just makes you feel good, if it brings out something in you that just lights you up and puts out that good energy in the world, like, that's what I wish for everybody. So yeah, time to face the music. Oh, that was funny. No, it wasn't. I thought it was funny. But yeah, all these unsent CD demos. I didn't even send them. And imagine all that time I put into making them and prepping them and labeling them and finding the addresses, and not to then send them. That, my friends, is what we do, and we can get past it. So, thanks for hanging out with me in my what feels a little more like a studio. Maybe if I put these on, it'll feel even more like I'm in a studio. Ta-da! And yeah, coming soon will be some really fun music, because I am studying music theory and kind of geeking out, and this is kind of my new evolution, my next evolution of being a songwriter, is really getting more to the music side of it. I feel like I've got the writing side, the lyric side, the meaning side pretty well dialed in, which is kind of fun. Now to the music. Bye.